My next guest takes on Josh San Diego at Bellator 199 on May 12th. It is Nohelin Hernandez joining me here on the program for the very first time. Nohelin, how are you?
Doing great, man. Doing great.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you taking the time here. And it's the first time I've had you on the show. How'd you get involved in combat sports?
So it all started with the free MMA program that was made available to me, like down the street for me. My buddy, hit me up to go check it out. Prior to that, I had never really heard of mixed martial arts. Once I dove into it, I ended up loving it. I ended up liking the physical challenge that it brought and stuck to it. And here I am today, 7-2 as a pro, ready to fight for, I think, one of the biggest promotions in the world, Bellator 199 in San Jose at the SAP Center. So I'm excited. And
how'd you end up training at American Kickboxing Academy? I noticed that's where you train these days.
Yeah, so I was training here at a local gym in my city of Gilroy, California for a few years. I think what happens a lot of the time when you're in a smaller city, you become, the biggest fish in the pond. And I think that when you reach that level of comfort, you got to take yourself out of that comfort zone and, expand your horizon. And that's exactly what I did by making the switch over to the American Kickboxing Academy. And, obviously when I jumped there, I was not the biggest fish. We have, big names there. And even, we have a lot of younger talent and young talent, people that are my age and, are as experienced as I am. And so, I definitely was not the biggest fish once I got to that gym.
And how did you end up, getting on this card and fighting for Bellator? This is a big opportunity for you here, like you mentioned off the top.
Yeah, so I think the reason why I got on it was because I'm a local guy. I come from a local city, so I can obviously it is what it is. I'm gonna be honest. I think people want, or the Bellator wants people to sell tickets, and so I think I'm a good person to attract my people, right? And also want to thank my agency, Iridium Sports, for helping me set this deal up because I'm sure I could have done this by myself, but let me do the training and let my management do the contract stuff, the negotiating, and so big shouts out to them. That's Jason House and Jeremy Lukau.
Yeah, they do it up really good with a lot of these guys, getting them set up with good fights, so that's good to see. Now, you're taking on Josh San Diego, like I mentioned. Is this the first time you've ever faced an opponent with a last name that's also a city? No, Phil Chicago's or anything like that?
No. I'm trying to think, but I don't think so. So I think this is the first guy. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. He's got the 7-3 record. All joking aside, how do you feel like you match up against him?
I think we match up great. I think our records are virtually identical. Mine being 7-2, him being 7-3. I think we both have faced tough competition in the regional scene. And, this fight was actually supposed to happen back last year for Conquer 4. And he ended up pulling out of me because of injury. And, no hate. It's all good. Things happen. I think if that would have happened to me, I would have been upset about it and, kind of down about it. So, I didn't blast him too hard. But, I think we match up well. I think this is an exciting fight. I think that a lot of people wanted to see this fight. I remember when I first posted about it back last year, a lot of people were excited about it. I think we have a lot of mutual friends, mutual relationships that we know. He's from up north a little bit. So we're all local. So I think people are going to be excited for this fight.
When you think of American Kickboxing Academy, you think of sort of the heavier weight classes. Who are some of the guys that you're sort of training with as far as training partners?
Okay, so I have so many, man. I have so many. Again, oh man.
I know. I hear you. We could be here all day if we named all of them. Yeah.
There's just so many, man. There's just so many. There's just so many. I don't know. I can't give you just a few names. Like so many people helped me out for this camp. I have teammates that I have for sparring, right? Teammates that I have for wrestling. Teammates that help me out with my jiu-jitsu. Just recently got a ton of cauliflower.
I can see that.
Just my coaches. I don't know, man. So I just can't name any one individual. I just just, if they're watching, thank you. I appreciate it. For the fans that are watching, it's like I try to relate it to people that try to help you out in your life, right? They're doing the same in my life, so you guys can kind of maybe understand. But yeah.
How do you see this fight unfolding on May 12th?
So it has to be a finish. It has to be finished. Either I'm going out or he's going out. It has to be finished. I think my last couple fights have I've let them go longer than they should have. I got a little comfortable knowing that I had won the fights, and just got a little comfortable. But I think this is one of the fights that I have to go out there and not so much as much as I care about the fans and people that are going. I can't do it so much for them, but I got to do it for myself. I got to prove it to myself that I'm a finisher. My first couple of fights, I was finishing fights in the first round, and I got to get back to that. And it's going to be a finish. I'm not sure exactly how or which round or anything, but it's got to be a finish.
And I know you're not looking past your opponent here, but what's next? I mean, I'm assuming this is just a one-fight deal with Bellator and sort of see how it goes?
Yeah. So, I like to visualize what's next. I have a couple things in my head. I have some thoughts that I've been letting marinate in my head, and I've been communicating them to my agency. I don't want to say yet.
Okay,
it's some exciting stuff, but you guys will just have to tune in, and hopefully we can do this interview again when I'm coming up for that opportunity, and go from there.
Well, we look forward to that. But up first, we got Bellator 199. It's coming up here May 12th on Paramount Network. Man, this is a lot of fun. Just to remind people where they can get a hold of you on social media, and if you got any sponsors or shout-outs, the floor is yours, man.
Cool. So, that's Bellator 199. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram, that's at Suave_135. Same as Twitter. You guys can find my Facebook page at Nohelin Hernandez. Big shout outs to my coaches, Zach Parrish, Ron Kessler, Coach Javier Mendez, my wrestling coaches, Sean Bunch, Daniel Cormier, my sponsors over at Garlic City Barbers. I just hopped on to this new supplement company called Fueled Supplements, and I'm looking forward to working with them. My guy, Toby Larson, over at Fit Mind Training. Maria Sid Agency. I'm actually reading off of I have an LFA banner right here that I fought for. I'm actually reading it off right now. Max Muscle Gilroy, Dochley Wear, The Shed Built, shout out to them. Evo Prep Meals, and that's it, man. And shout out to my cat and my dog for supporting me. My parents as well.
What's up, fight fans? If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to see even more interviews with your favorite UFC and Bellator fighters. We've also got coverage at events, including post-fight press conferences and media scrums. And if you like this video, check out the video to my right. It's worth your time.